Hi, good morning. I'm Maggie Costella, and I'm one of the lawyers here at Lancaster General Health. And we're going to be talking about advanced care planning and why it's important for all people in the community to have their advanced care planning documents taken care of.
And Pennsylvania recognizes two types of advanced directives. One is a living will, and the other one's a healthcare power of attorney. And so a living will is it's one type of advanced directive that's focused on end-of-life care. So it allows you to express your wishes and instructions for end-of-life care. Do you want aggressive, heroic measures at end of life, or do you want more comfort measures? So a healthcare power of attorney, the second type of advanced directive, is similar in concept to a financial power of attorney, where you appoint someone to make financial decisions for you. The healthcare power of attorney document allows you to appoint someone to make healthcare decisions for you. Okay? And that person you appoint is called your healthcare agent. Unlike the living will, though, the healthcare power of attorney document is not limited to end-of-life treatment. Okay? So it has a broad application. Again, God forbid I'm driving home from work today, I get in a car accident, I'm unconscious, I'm in the emergency department, decisions need to be made about treatment, and I can't make my own decision. My power of attorney document will be effective, and the healthcare team will contact my healthcare agent, right, to make decisions on my behalf. My living will doesn't apply, though, because I'm not end stage, I'm not terminally ill. We always recommend you appoint one healthcare agent and have what are called backup agents or successor agents. I appoint my spouse, and if she's not available, I appoint my brother. If he's not available, I appoint my dad. You have backup agents in case something happens to the primary healthcare agent. Okay? It's also important to tell other family members who you've appointed, right? So that they're not surprised when you're hospitalized and decisions need to be made, so that everyone's on the same page and aware of who is the primary decision maker for your care. To make sure your agent has a copy of the healthcare power of attorney document, make sure your doctor has a copy, your hospital has a copy. The nice thing about LGH is if you have a medical record here, you can send your completed form into the medical records department. They'll scan it into your record, and it'll be there when it's needed. Basically, all you need to do is go through that document, read it, fill out some questions and forms. Then at the end, you sign it and date it. Okay? And you have to have two people witness your signature. Okay? So two adult individuals witness your signature. And it should not be the person you appoint as your healthcare agent. It does not have to be notarized. Okay? If you look on the back sheet, there is a section for it to be notarized. That's optional. Sometimes I encourage people, if they intend to use that document in another state, if you're the lucky one who has a winter home in Florida and spend half the year in Florida, you might want to have it notarized just for so that it's more likely to be followed in Florida.
So if you don't have an advanced directive, we go to sort of the backup plan. And this person on this backup plan, or this list that we're going to talk about, is called a healthcare representative, right? And so that's different from a healthcare agent. When Chris talked about the healthcare power of attorney, that decision maker that's appointed under that document is called an agent, a healthcare agent. All right, so there's a distinction about the scope of things that these two different people can make. An agent has different authority than a representative, and we're going to talk about that. All right, so a healthcare representative, and typically a representative is somebody who's a close family member. All right, and the law that Chris mentioned earlier from 2007 has a laundry list of who it can be this healthcare representative. So we start at the top of the list. So spouse. Well, that makes sense. So here's a glitch, though, in the statute. Adult children from a prior relationship, all right? Then adult children, all right, parents, sibling, grandchildren, and any other adult who knows your values, and we'll talk about that sort of catch-all. But if you look at the top item, spouse and adult children from a prior relationship, all right, so I call this the Anna Nicole Smith exception, all right? Do you remember Anna Nicole Smith? She was like 20-something years old, and she married this really old guy. And then the really old guy actually had a child from a prior marriage who was 50-something. So Anna Nicole Smith is now his stepmom, right? So when really old guy gets sick, right, Anna Nicole Smith is now on the same level as the the child from the prior marriage for decision making. So, so how do you think that works? It doesn't. Okay, it doesn't work very well at all. And look where the adult children fall. So the adult children from the current relationship are on the next level. So that causes, helps with the sibling rivalry thing, as you can well imagine. So this is one of the reasons it's so important to have that document, the healthcare power of attorney document, because in that document you can designate your current spouse as your decision maker, and we don't have to resort to this laundry list with this funny sort of exception in it. Okay. So what can a representative do? Well, they have pretty good decision-making power. I mean, it's fairly broad. It's typically the same as you can make for yourself. All right, consenting to surgery, other medical treatment, authorizing admission to a nursing home, similar to what an agent, the person under the healthcare power of attorney document, can do. However, here's the glitch. Remember I said that a representative and an agent have different levels of authority? For a representative, somebody off that laundry list, to make a decision to withdraw or withhold life-sustaining treatment, so to withdraw a respirator or to withdraw nutrition and hydration, the patient, the individual, has to be end of life. So they have to be terminally ill or permanently unconscious for the representative to make that decision. In comparison, somebody who's been appointed under a healthcare power of attorney documents can make withdraw and withhold decisions even if somebody's not in an end-stage medical condition. So you may have somebody who's got, severe dementia, but is not end-stage, that you want to make different decisions for. So this is another reason to have a healthcare power of attorney document, why it's so important to designate a decision maker.